folks, how you doing? Suzy Meadows here. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! Here in central Indiana, and welcome. I'm glad you're joining me. We're going to do some crafting tonight. In fact, I'm going to show you how to make some cards fast. You know, sometimes you just need to, you need several cards, and so I'm just going to show you how to do that with some of the goodies that you've got. So, but hey, welcome. As you're joining me, let me know you're joining me by leaving a comment. You'll know this is my normal Monday Facebook Live, and it is November 14th. And you know you're watching the live if you look up in that corner and see the red rectangle. Otherwise, you're watching the replay, or you might be catching it over on YouTube. I like to put them over there. So, but gang, I think we're going to go ahead and go down pretty quickly. Well, I'll show you really quick. This is the card we're going to make. We're going to make 4 of them, and we're going to see how quick we can make them. So, but hey, I'm going to go ahead and turn you down so we can, hey Ruby, glad you're joining, so we can go ahead and get started. So, you know, this means I get up close and personal when I figure out how to do this. So, there we go. Good, good. Now I'm going to double check on the iPad that I'm in the right spot. And it looks like I am. Great. Okay. Well, hey, I wanted to show you all that this is the week, gang. Those of you locally, this is the card class. It's Thursday, but I need to know by tonight into tomorrow. Hey, Sue, glad you're joining. If you're going to be coming, so you need to let me know. It's going to be 6 projects. It's $20 or it's free with a $35 purchase, and it's Thursday. And 3 o'clock or 5:30. I have several spots in the 3 o'clock gang. The 5:30 class is getting pretty crowded, but got plenty of spots in the 3 o'clock. But let me know. I need to know tomorrow, by tomorrow morning, so I can start prepping the packets. And these are some of the projects. I haven't decided exactly which ones we're going to do, but I know we're going to do a shaker card. And here's one version of a shaker card. Here's another version of a shaker card. And then this actually just shows a little bit different way of doing things. So we're definitely going to do 2 shaker cards. I'm not sure which ones, but definitely going to do 2 shaker cards. And then we're also going to use some of this puff paint. I've used it here on Santa's beard. I don't know. Yep, I think, yes, you can see that. You can see the dimension and the layers when you do that. And you just apply it, and then we'll use a heat embossing tool that makes it actually puff. So those are 2 of the different techniques we're going to do. And then, of course, we're going to do some other things. You know, we may use some vellums, use some punches. So, like I said, if you're interested, you need to let me know because, like I said, that's going to be Thursday's class, and I need to know tomorrow. So, let me get these out of here, gang. And just so we're going, I don't have a few announcements, but I don't know if you've seen that there's a sale that starts tomorrow, and it's going to be all the punches in the annual catalog are 10% off. This is the annual catalog. So all of these punches are 10% off. And then all of the dies are 20% off. And let me flip back here. So these single dies, and they're cheaper if you don't get them in the bundle. But on back here, some additional, I'll get them back here. Here we go. Here's some other dies. All of these are 20% off. The embossing folders are all 20% off, and they're back here. There's, I think, 2 or 3 pages of them. Nope, 2 pages of them. All of those are 20% off. Oh, and then all the stamps are 15%. So all of these stamps back in here, 15% off. And the last one is the non-specialty designer series paper. And that would be, and you know, if it's specialty, like here, these are all on discount. These are all 20% off. And these are, and these. Now and I believe these. Now the ones that are not would be like the textured chic, because see, it says specialty. So that is not, but all these others that do not have that word specialty in there are 20% off. So like I said, this is the annual catalog, and it starts tomorrow and it ends on the 18th. So check it out, gang, if you're interested in any of these goodies. So, okay, I think, oh, nope. Yes, I think that's it. And those of you that have shopped with me in the last 6 months, you will be getting the new mini catalog that starts in January and the celebration. If you've not shopped with me in the last 6 months, you're welcome to put an order in, and I'll get this to you free. And here is my host code for November. And this is how you get a hold of me, craftingwithsuzy.stampinup.net. So just let you know, and this is the next paper pumpkin. But there'll be more information coming on that. So, okay. Hey, Marie, glad you're joining. I bet you're probably driving to class. Hey, I was just going through some of the different announcements, and I'm going to show how to make multiples of this card. Now, Marie would have seen this card because we had so much fun this past weekend. Stampin' Up got together, and I joined to Stampin' Up with Brandy Cox, and the Blooms and Butterflies got together, and we did a shoebox swap. So what that was, we put everything to make, like, for example, I made 18 of these. In other words, all the ingredients to make these in a shoebox, and folks went through and made them themselves. But I've got a few left, so I thought I would show you how to put, let's say you're crunching on time, and you want to make several cards quickly. This is how you can do that. I'm scooting that up. The big thing is you need to have all your supplies ready. So I'm just curious. I have no clue how long it will take me to do this. So I will time myself to see. Okay, because I've got all my supplies out, and I will put a link to the supplies, so that way you don't need to worry about the measurements or anything like that. But let me get all my supplies out here and get my stamps out here. I went back and I've not used the painted poppies forever. And see, when I look at this, I always think it's going to be the Poppy Parade, the bright pink, the bright purple. Well, I want to try a different color. So I'm using that, and I'm using, the only die I'm using is this one here from the Painted Labels. That's my label. And then for my sentiment, I'm using Hello from Go To Greetings. So those are the goodies. Okay, so let me get everything situated here. Get everything out if you're wondering what I'm doing. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my stamping. So I'm going to get my card. I've got my envelopes because I want to stamp them, my card bases and the other pieces, and we'll put that there. And I'm going to keep this here so you can see what I'm going to be doing. And, okay, I think I'm ready. Yep, because all of these, okay, so I've got the background that I'm going to use, and I'm going to be stamping off on it, or, yeah, stamping off the page. So I want to be able to do that. I've got my crumb cake, my large poppy, and I'm just going to stamp my background. And I like turning these so they look a little bit, they don't look all the same. And I think I'll do that there, and I'll do a big one here, and maybe that, and maybe that. Oh, and maybe we'll put one right up here. Okay, and we'll do the same for this here. So we had, like I said, the Stampin' Up, we had our conference, I guess you could say, this past week. Actually, one of the sessions was here in Indianapolis, which I was tickled. I didn't have to travel any, and it was so fun. I think we had about 900 demonstrators that came to Indianapolis. There were several sessions, day-long sessions across the U.S. The actual 3-day event was in Vienna and Austria. But every place else, we just had the 1 day. So, and it was fun. We got together on Friday, and like I said, the Blooms and Butterflies, we did a team event, which was fun. We did it with Jackie Bullheis's team. So, and then Saturday was actually the event, and we got to see, and I showed you the new mini catalog, which will be starting in January. I joined for the discount, but I tell you, I sure like getting things ahead of time. And that's one of the nice things about being a demonstrator is I get to see those things ahead of time. And I also get to do pre-orders. So, okay, so we've got the background done. So I'm going to, this is my art panel. And I might as well just lay them out. And this is Shimmery White. I don't know if you use that, but I've used it before. You can see the shimmers in there. Isn't that pretty? So, okay. Now, so let me ink this up. I can tell we've used a lot of this. I may need to ink up my, later refill my ink pad. Okay. So, and I've got one more. Oops, scoot that over here. Okay, so we've got those. Now, you know, and I'm just going to, let me see, we're going to scoot this over and bring this back because I want to stamp my envelope. I'm going to stamp the side of it, I think, the corner. So that way, when somebody gets this in the mail, they're going to say, hey, there's something special coming. Okay, good deal. Okie dokie. Now I need to do my hello. Let me find that stamp. And we'll just lay those out here. And I'm going to stamp that to make sure it's okay. That's how I want it. I'm just putting it in the middle here. Yep, Marie, I agree. It was so much fun doing this together at this past weekend. You know, I love the community we have with our the demonstrators. How much fun. Okay, now you could use an alcohol blend, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use my Stampin' Right markers because it's such a little area that I am coloring. So with a little bit darker, I'm just coloring the vein of the leaf. And what is that? That's the Pear Pizzazz. And now I'm going to use soft sea foam. And I'm just going to, I'm just adding a little bit of color. And like I said, it's a small area, so you don't have to worry, but don't have to use your blends because it's such a small area. Yep, and we've got one more. I don't know about you guys, we got snow on Saturday. Didn't have a clue it was coming. They, because they said, oh, it's just going to be little, just a few little flurries. Well, we ended up getting a couple inches. So, and it's still on the ground. Well, thankfully it's not where we drive. Okay, and I want just a little bit here. And this is probably the one thing that takes the longest. Just a little bit of coloring. There we go. And put some on the bud. Oops, I forgot the bud over here. There we go. It'll be interesting to see just how long it takes to put this card together. Okay, and a little bit on the bud. So, I've also got a busy week because Saturday is our local home extension holiday bazaar, and I am a vendor there. And I have not pulled anything out yet, so that's something I will be doing after Thursday's class. I will be pulling all my goodies out and getting ready to go. Okay, I think we're just going to put a little bit of green on the stem. Just a little bit, not gobs. I think it gives just a little bit. Actually, a lot of my poppies, you know, lots of times I see them after the fact and they're all brown. The stems are and what's the seed pod. But it's sort of, my poppies tend to be a little grayish green, the leaves and the foliage. But you know, for the life of me, I've only got a couple that actually come up. I have planted and replanted and they just don't like to grow for me. Now my niece, she does a great job. She grows a lot of poppies. So, okay, so we've got these. Now I'm ready for the old olive. And we are going to use the leaf. And this is that natural finish ribbon. I don't know if you've used it, but I like it because you can stamp right on it. And it looks great stamping right on it. And I'm going to go do my central for each one, because I sort of have the center. And then there we go. We've got this one. And then I'm just going to do a few little, just a few extra here. And then I think I'll put that there and there, there. And I want to remember, well, Tammy, it's so good to see you, woman. Yeah, you're in California and we're here in Indiana with snow. It would have been so good to see you on stage, but I'm sure you went to the one in California. I think there's one in California. So, but I hope you're doing well, Tammy. So, I watch your post here and there and it's like, oh, look what she's doing. How cool. So, there we go. So, we've got our ribbon and now, okay, now of course I can't pick it up, so we'll just slide it off. And I want to put some leaves on my hellos. So let's get these where I want them. We'll put one there, and there, and there, and there. Put one there, and there, and there, and there. Okay, I believe that's all my olive green, so we'll get that off to the side. Okay, gang, I think we're ready to assemble. Tammy, I'm going to see how quick I can put these cards together. I have no clue. So, okay, the first thing I'm going to do is put my art panel on my crumb cake. And actually, I should probably put glue on all 4 of them and then put them on. But we'll just do it this way. I'm just putting some real quick skim. I'm really not putting a lot of glue on here, gang. Just enough to hold it down. Because I tell you, this multi-purpose glue, it does a great job. But I like it because I can slide if I need to. Yes, I'm looking forward to our next get-together, which will be in Utah. I'm so excited. I have never seen Stampin' Up! Where they make the stamps and put all these lovely things together and the artisans' work. So I am so excited. In 2024, we will get to, as demonstrators, we'll get together in Utah. And that is going to be wonderful. I love that. Okay, now I'm going to put these on here. Now, I guess I could bump them up and put it on dimensionals, but I don't want to. I think I'm just going to do this instead. I will use some dimensionals, however, on my sentiment. There we go. And we'll get a couple more here. So, there we go. And we've got one more. So, there we go. Okay, oops, I need to get this, so make sure. See, I like this liquid glue because it slides for a bit, and it gives me a moment to move it before I have to have it down. Now, there's different ways to put your ribbon on. You can put it on with a glue dot. You can put it on with glue. But what I have found I like I like putting it on with my tearing tape because I've got it here. It's easy to use. And so I just figure out, I think I want this right in here. So I'm just going to go like that. Like I said, there's different ways. I've actually used the liquid glue and done it that way too. And get my, oh, yep, I'm going to go ahead and do this. It's going to be sticky though. So this is where I'm going to have my silicone mat next door so I can set this down. But I'm going to put this back up here where I want it. And you know, I think what I'll do, I will just go ahead and finish this whole one instead of putting the ribbon on all of them and then coming back. Yep, I think I will do that. Because otherwise this tearing tape might just get caught on something else. I like putting a little bit of glue on here. And then I'm going to center this. And then we'll do the last part. We'll come back and put the label on a little bit later. So let me see what I need. I need one of these. I want that to go right there. Right in there. I'm going to flip it. Well, that didn't tell me anything, did it? Oh, well, then we'll use a little bit extra longer. I like this tearing tape because it literally just tears. And it is strong. So there we go. And get the release off. Oops. And there we go. Okay, and since I moved it when I turned it, we'll come back around. I think I want it right there. And I want this right there. Okay. A little bit of liquid glue. And put it on my card base. There we go. Scoot it up just a little bit. Okay. And the next one, I'm going to want it, I want it there and there to there. Woo! I had to do a quick flip, didn't I? Okay. Up, and it looks like I realize I'm off camera. That's how mean of me. Not that I'm aiming to, but I am. I'll scoot you up. Okay. Well, I'll scoot the work up is what I'll do. Sorry about that, being off camera. Okay. So we're going to put that there. We're just flipping it. And there we go. Adding the liquid glue. Have you guys started your Christmas cards? I haven't. I need to. I've done some for the class, but I've not done my own Christmas cards yet. But I will soon. I've got I'm hosting Thanksgiving, so that will be my next priority after the class on Thursday, the 2 classes, and then the extension, the holiday bazaar. Then I'll have the next week to get ready for Thanksgiving. So, but we do it pretty good. My mom really, she has historically fixed everything for us. But she's allowing us to help out now a little bit. Because we don't want her exhausted on that day. And so we get to help out now, which is, it's a good thing. But we sure enjoy the day. So, and I have my nephew had a little girl. He and his wife, Natalie, had a lovely little girl. So that's going to be fun. We're going to have a new addition here. So that's going to be fun. Fun getting together. Okay, good deal. Okay, so now we're in the final stretch, gang. We are going to, I want this right here. So I'm just putting a dimensional. I guess I could put one on the, I don't need to put one there, do I? It's already got it there. Okay, whoops. sliding everything, aren't I? Okay, that's okay. So we're going to put one there, putting a dimensional down on each one. And we can pull it up, or if it's a little tricky, then we can, with the take your pick tool, you can just run it down there and get it. And that may be the best bet. Oh, no, I didn't get that in, so we'll pull it up. There we go. Okay. So let's put this hello right there. And I like using the hello because that allows for me, this card to be very flexible. On the inside, it can be a happy birthday. If need be, it could be I hate to, but it could be a sympathy card or a thinking of you card. So the hello gives me a lot of options. And I'm going to use these champagne rhinestones, I think, to finish it off. It's got a couple different sizes, and I think I'm going to use a big one right here in the middle of that poppy flower. Okay, I think I'll put that one there, and I think I'll put it there and here. And I like doing it in threes, so I think I'll do a smaller one right up there, and maybe here for my hello, and maybe there, and my hello. Okay, gang, so we're just about done. Now, I'm not doing the inside yet because, like I said, this is going to be a multi-purpose card for me. So I want to leave the inside done for a bit, so it gives me the flexibility. However, I have already got my envelopes ready. So here we go. So in, was it maybe 20 minutes or so? Maybe not quite that long. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look at the video to see how long it took us to put these 4 cards together. So here's our cards. I got one more here. And bing, bing. And here was our original. Whew, okay, we did it, gang. So, hey, if you have any questions, give me a holler. This is where you can ask questions. craftingwithsuzy.stampinup.net. You can ask questions. You can see my events. You can shop. I'd love to have you shop if you don't have a customer. So, if you don't have a demonstrator. So, thanks so much, gang. I appreciate you joining me, and I will catch up with you next Monday. And I don't know what that day is off the top of my head. Oh, November 21st. So I will talk to you later. Thanks so much for joining. Toodles. Bye-bye.